Hello, my name is NDuthu. Unfortunately, today I do not have a live audience. My primary group and secondary group both backed out at the last minute. They had some unforeseen circumstances that would not allow him or them to be at this presentation. So, with that said, I apologize and I will continue with this presentation without a live audience. My project is the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group merges with Keurig Green Mountain. Both iconic brands, Dr. Pepper in the soft drink department division and Keurig in the coffee division of the beverage industry. I'd like to speak a little bit about my experience in the beverage division. I have 20 plus years and I will rely on that experience to enhance this research project. I was employed by a distributor who distributed brands now owned by Dr. Pepper. RC Cola, Snapple, Stewart's, and Big Red. At that time in the 90s, most of the brands that make up the Dr. Pepper group were not part of Dr. Pepper. They were independents. The Dr. Pepper group was once known as Dr. Pepper 7-Up Group, Cadbury Schweppes, the Dr. Pepper group, to Dr. Pepper Snapple, now Keurig Dr. Pepper. In the soft drink division of the beverage industry, there are a wide gap between leaders and also brands. Coke and Pepsi are the leaders, followed by Dr. Pepper. The difference is the top two have a legitimate entry in the cola division. Dr. Pepper chooses differentiation to increase their wealth. Dr. Pepper, Snapple, and Keurig Green Mountain to merge, creating a challenger in the beverage industry with world-class portfolio of iconic brands, was the headlines January 29, 2018. The Dr. Pepper merge with Keurig Green Mountain brings major shakeup in the beverage industry. This is one of many mergers that Dr. Pepper Group has seen in the history of their company. The merge. First, I will focus on one side of the merger, which is the Dr. Pepper side. And shortly, I'll show you the history of their activity in mergers, and it will become apparent why they did this. The Dr. Pepper Group consists of many brands, which include Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, Snapple, Mott's, Canada Dry, Sunkist, Sundrop, A&W, IBC Root Beer, Verner's, Snapple, Nantucket Nectars, Sunkist, a numerous amount of brands that I cannot name all of them. But I will choose one to start off a little history of the Dr. Pepper Group, and that brand will be Snapple. Snapple in 1972 was invented. Three guys in New York, Leonard Marsh, Hyman Golden, and Arnold Greenberg, said to themselves, we should create an all-natural beverage that New Yorkers will love. And Snapple was born. It started out as a grassroots company with the first beverages being sold out of storefronts. That was the start of Snapple. And then from 1972 to 1994, Snapple would reach $10 million in sales. During that time, Snapple became the Snapple Corporation, and they had two spokespersons. One, Howard Stern, a national radio personality out of New York City. And Wendy Kaufman, the Snapple lady, who was an actual employee of the Snapple Group, Snapple Corporation. In 1994, Snapple Corporation is sold to Quaker, yes, the oats and cereal company, for $170 billion. That's not bad for three guys that started it out of this store. Shortly after this failed attempt, in 1997, Quaker sells to Triarch for $300 million. Triarch had brands of RC, Mystic, and Stewart's. After that failed attempt, Triarch sold to Cadbury in 2000. In the Triarch sale to Cadbury, Snapple was not the only sale. It also sold RC, Mystic, and Stewart's, with Snapple being the bell call, of course. RC Cola gave the Dr. Pepper Group an entry in the cola division. The next brand I'd like to talk to you about is the leader, Dr. Pepper. Not only is it the leader of the portfolio, it is also one of the leaders in the non-cola segment of the soft drink industry. Along with Mountain Dew and Sprite and Dr. Pepper, they are always among the leaders in the non-cola segment, dating years back. The history of Dr. Pepper dates back to the 1880s. In 1885, a young pharmacist called Charles Alter Alderton invented the soft drink called Dr. Pepper, marketed for having a unique flavor. He worked at a place called Morrison's Old Corner Drugstore, and sold carbonated drinks that were served out of old soda fountains. As the demand grew, they could not meet the manufacturing needs. Then in stepped Robert Lazenby. Lazenby owned the Circle A Ginger Ale Company group in Waco and was impressed with Dr. Pepper. In 1891, Morrison and Lazenby formed the Artesian Manufacturing and Bottling Company, which later became the Dr. Pepper Group. In 1904, the company introduced Dr. Pepper to 20 million people attending the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis. That's the same fair that introduced hamburgers and hot dog buns and ice cream cones to the general public. A few fun facts about Dr. Pepper. It's about the name. Some say the pep refers to the pepsin, an enzyme that breaks down proteins. Others say it gives you pep, and many think it comes from a friend of the drugstore owner, that friend's name being Dr. Charles Pepper. Another fun fact about Dr. Pepper is that the period after Doctor was left off for stylistic and legibility reasons in the 1950s. The last brand I'd like to talk to about the Dr. Pepper 7-Up group is 7-Up. I still refer to it as Dr. Pepper 7-Up because that's what it was when I worked in the industry. Sometimes this brand is a forgotten brand of the portfolio. It's seen its ups and downs, its formula changes, and it's withstood all that. The brand has shown great fortitude. In the lemon lime flavor division of the industry, there are a group of three that leads the way: Sprite, Mountain Dew, and 7-Up. Now the merger. Let's talk about the merger for 1 minute. There's an investment group that brings it all together. That is JAB Holdings. JAB is a German conglomerate that bought Keurig in 2015. Keurig Green Mountain and its investors will own 87% of the combined company. Dr. Pepper Snapple owners will own the remaining 13% of the combined group. JAB will invest $9 million in the Dr. Pepper Snapple part of that group. One thing that may not be apparent about the merger is it wasn't done solely to combat the soft drink industry leaders. There was other factors. One such factor is that both Walmart and Amazon aim to keep prices low, which squeezes big profits from the big food companies. One way to combat that is to get bigger, hence the mergers. The effects of the merger stretches far beyond the superstore price pressures and the soft drink industry. One major player is the Oreo and Cadbury owner, Mondelez. They will be the big winner from this merger. They own 13 to 14% stake in the combined Keurig Dr. Pepper group due to mergers in 2015 prior to this one. In conclusion, I remember meeting with a representative from the RC Cola Company, Randall King. He was a good fella. He drank coffee from morning to night with a couple RC Colas mixed in. He said when the industry figures out how to get ready to drink coffee to the public, the industry will be revamped. He might have had a premonition, but I think it was biased because he loved coffee so much. Thank you.